Hello everyone, it's Jamie and welcome back to my channel and welcome to Flossmas Day 7 where I am once again working on my Musselburgh hat by Isolde Teague, and I will be talking about my plans for the day. And my plans for today are actually going to be changing just slightly, just a tiny bit. I'm still going to be working on the same projects, I'm just changing the amount of stitches. And there's a reason. So I have the app Stitch Pal on my phone. I think it's available for Android and Apple. And it's an app where you put in your cross-stitch projects and then you put in how many stitches there are on the project, and then you can also add in when you've stitched on a project, and it will calculate how many stitches are remaining, and then it will also give you like an estimated finish date. So like if you keep doing that many stitches, you'll finish by a certain time. So I was looking at the numbers for Autumn Harmony, and if I kept doing 200 stitches on her, I would finish her next year in December, and I want her finished before that. So I am going to be increasing the stitches on Autumn Harmony, and I think I'm going to go up to 400 stitches on her daily, which would get her finished. It says end of June, but I'm just gonna say July. I would like to have her finished by the end of July, and that will give myself extra time for like if I don't stitch on her one day, you know, if I have no stitching days and stuff like that. So that's my new plan, is to try and jump up to 400 stitches on Autumn Harmony every day and try and get her finished by July of next year. So there's the plan for Autumn Harmony. And for the Haid Stitch Along, because I'm doing more on Autumn Harmony, I'm cutting that one down to 800 stitches as my daily goal for right now. And hopefully I would still be able to finish the page that I'm working on in like 6 days if I were to do that. So that is my plans going forward. I was also thinking a little bit about next year and what my plans are for next year, because I have been enjoying just working on a couple projects and seeing a lot of progress on those projects. And so I think that for next year, I might just kind of focus on 3 projects. So it would be Autumn Harmony would be a focus piece, and I would do 400 stitches on her a day. And the reason I don't want to do more on her a day is just because I would get tired of her, I think, if I were to try and do more stitching than that on her a day. I have tried before to work on her for a full day, and I'm so done with it after a while because there's so many color changes and stuff. So I don't think I could handle doing more stitching on her than that in a day. So I would still have her as like my earlier in the day piece, and then in the evening I would work on something else. Right now, I'm thinking that the piece that I would have as a focus piece next year, that is something else, would be Little Gamer, because I do want to have that finished next year. And I think I would like to try and have that finished in the first half of the year. And then that way, once I finish Little Gamer and Autumn Harmony, I can pick 2 different focus pieces. So pick another large focus piece and then another smaller focus piece. And I think that's what I'm going to try and do next year. But then I will also be trying to work on the Haid 2025 Stitch Along, because I did join that. And I think that to finish the 6 pages, you have to do, it's like 44,000 stitches. It's something like that. I need to go back and check my calculations. And so I will be trying to do a certain amount of stitches on the Haid Stitch Along to try and get the 6-page finish, because I do really like a couple of the other charts that were available for 2025. So I do really want to get the 6 pages finished for that. I am kind of not sure about WhipGo, because I do really want to do WhipGo, but I just don't know if I have enough stitching time to do the goals on Little Gamer and Autumn Harmony and the Haid Stitch Along and participate in WhipGo. So I might have a WhipGo board and just have it be something I do at the end of the month. Like if I have done what I need to do on Little Gamer and the Haid Stitch Along, then I will use the WhipGo board to pick what I work on, but I'm not really sure yet what I want to do in terms of that. But yeah, I think for goals next year, I'm just going to really try and do less, because this year I had a lot of goals. I did meet some of them, like my finishing the Festive Frosted Pumpkin Cottage. I finished Tonight We Ride by Autumn Lane Stitchery. I did finish Kita, so I did meet those goals. I think I'm going to meet the goal on Autumn Harmony for 60,000 stitches. I did not meet my goal for Little Gamer though. I wanted to do 30,000 stitches, and so far I'm not there. I'm somewhere in the 20,000s. I don't remember how much I've done so far. And then I also had wanted to do 3,000 stitches on the 12 Movie Nights of Christmas Stitch Along, and I only did like 1,000. So I did have a couple things that I did not meet my goal, and I don't think I'm going to work on them this month. I just feel kind of like done with some of that. And so yeah, I think, like I said, after the Haid Stitch Along is finished, the 2024 one, the 4 pages, I think I will just work on Cozy Winter Book Nook or some other Christmassy chart that's a full coverage, because I really want to work on full coverage and keep it out for a week or two and see what I can get done on it. So I think that's what I'm going to do after I do the Hate Stitch Along, but I'm not sure. But it's just weird to not have that many goals, because every other year I have had like goals on every single project, and I don't even know next year if I'm going to work on all of my projects or if I'm just going to work on a few to try and get a few done, because like I've mentioned before, I want to whip down. That is still something I want to do. I have not really been feeling new starts, except I will be starting the Hate Stitch Along, but otherwise I haven't really even been tempted by other charts, so I'm hoping that it stays that way. And yeah, I just want to make a lot of progress on the things that I've started. So when I do end up having new focus pieces next year, they will be coming off of the list that I made of things that I want to finish. And so I'm not sure yet what it will be. I was kind of thinking that for like the smaller piece, I might pick Witcher, which it's not really that small. It's like 90,000 stitches. I don't remember where I'm at. I think I might have like 18,000 or something done. So it still has a lot to do, but it's one that I really want to see finished. Otherwise, there is a couple of mini charts. I have Mini Masquerade Pale Dawn from Heaven and Earth Designs. There's also Fables, which is another Gecko Rouge, and that's like 60-ish thousand stitches, somewhere around there. So I do have a few other like smaller full coverage charts that I could pull out. I'm just not sure yet which one will be the one that I end up choosing to focus on after Little Gamer. And then after I finish Autumn Harmony, I also don't know which like larger chart I would pick to finish, because I do have quite a few larger charts. I just don't know. I don't really have any other charts that are like big and close to being finished, so whatever I pick is going to be a pretty low percentage most likely, so that's kind of makes it difficult to pick when everything is kind of in the same spot, it seems like. And other things that I would like to do for today is my sock. I would like to do the 30 rounds that I need to finish the leg on sock 1, and I actually already did 15 rounds this morning. And then I will say I want to listen to Mistletoe Murder, but who knows if that will actually happen, because still just watching a lot of FlossTube. But that is all that I have for this portion, and I will be back when I have an update on my stitching. Here is Autumn Harmony after 400 stitches, and I really think that 400 stitches a day is my limit on what I'm willing to do on her, because it does take quite a bit longer to do the 400 stitches than 200. Obviously, it's like twice as long, you know? But yeah, so I think that's my limit on how much I want to do on her a day. So 400 is now my new goal going forward on Autumn Harmony, so that I will hopefully have her finished in July of 2025. So that is now my finish date. Because before I just knew I wanted to finish her next year, but I didn't have a date picked out until now. So there is Autumn Harmony. And then on the Hate Stitch Along, I managed to do 1,000 stitches. So yay! I was trying to do a lot today because I know that on Sunday I think I'm going to be going to see Santa, and so I won't have as much stitching time Sunday, so I would like to try and do a little bit more today and then tomorrow before I go and do that. I was just filling in some of the yellows here in the mushroom, and then I decided I wanted to try and find the bottom of the page, and this red is the bottom of the page that I'm working on, and this edge here is the edge of the page, so I need to fill in this little corner here, and then I will have finished the page. So I cannot wait until that happens. And then my sock I did work on today, so I did the rest of the leg today. So the leg on sock 1 is done. And that means that tomorrow I will be working on sock 2 again to work on the leg on sock 2, and then I will get to do the heel and all that. And the heel is going to be done in a green because it came with a contrasting color for your heel and toe, so I will be doing the heel in a contrasting color. So now we will go and check things off. I did Autumn Harmony, boop. I did the Hate Stitch Along, I worked on my sock, and I listened to Mistletoe Murders today, yay! That is all that I have for today, and I will be back tomorrow with another update on my stitching. Bye!